Hey everybody, this is Dan from Valar Morghulis. All men must die. This will be a war recap against Black Alcon, our War 111, and then we'll also follow it up with our War 112 here in just a moment. Alright, Black Alcon, this was a go wipe farming clan, but they had some pretty decent bases, and I really like two of our hits on it. One's from Banana, our number 19 attacking their number 4. This base here is pretty much max. We got 20 and 17 on the hero levels, pretty respectable. And I don't really see a perfect way to hit it, but Banana is our one of our resident HGH attackers, which is healer, giant, and hogs. And if you ever doubt the power of it, well, you're gonna see it at play. We're just gonna come in through the south, which is the easiest side. We'll pick up the queen, and our wizards will do a lot of work for us. We're not even gonna lure. We're just gonna go ahead and drop all the giants, throw them down, put them on the board, and we're gonna make sure they're healed. Get a nice ring of wizards, so we can get our cuts happening. And our wizards are actually gonna help us out with the clan castle, since our heroes are just not gonna be reliable to this attack, which is not a bad idea. Maybe it was part of the plan, because if heroes take damage, then healers switch over to the heroes, and that's bad because then all of our giants die. Well, it doesn't happen here because we're not going to use our heroes. So this attack is almost as if the heroes are just going to go ahead and take a walk as if they were just on upgrade and not even have them, because on this attack our wizards just took out the enemy archer queen. They're going to take out this dragon, and they're going to take out this barbarian king, and they were able to sustain all of that because they were raged. Our hogs are going in from the left side to preserve our heroes, but our heroes are literally going to be useless for this entire attack. Now our giants are working the middle. They're going to take care of this quad Tesla cord that is just full of all the giant bombs. And because our healers are able to bring that sustain, those giant bombs mean nothing. Now our heal nicely overlaps some of our giant pathing, so the giants, even though our healers are no longer topping them off, well, they're topped off by the heal spell. Really efficient use, well placed, excellent use of the heal spell. We still got one in the bag, and all these defenses are firing in on our giants, which are pretty much useless at this point, other than punching bags. They're filling their job. This base is totally destroyed, as if it didn't even have heroes. And the wizards are picking up the cleanup. Hogs are doing their thing on the cleanup. Barbarian king and their archer queen are on a nice stroll around the base. Nice romantic walk. How nice. 3 stars. Good work, Banana. And another good one. We got 3 stars all over the place. But I really like this one from Betzo, because this base is an internet base. I'm not sure what it's called, but it keeps coming up. We first saw this in a ranged war like a month or 2 ago, and I was working with one of our members on how to beat this base, and I came up with this crazy Valk strategy, and it didn't work out. Something's wrong with this base. Like the wall breakers just don't seem like they want to work for you. Betzo, he came up with a Laloon for it, and this base works. Now it is mostly maxed. The expos are pointing down, which is already a base design flaw, but he's just going to go ahead and quake it because he just doesn't even care. He's going to destroy this base so hard, but there are a couple things maybe to improve. I'm not discounting this as a good 3 star, but if the base was maybe slightly adjusted, it's a little bit more dangerous. You probably don't want to do the whole quake, but it does make things a little bit easier on the entry. What I did like is he brought 4 wall breakers, you see there, just in case 2 of them get blown up or die. There's so many mortar hits. It doesn't matter which direction you come from this base. Like mortars are likely to blow you up, or wizard towers, or Teslas, or something. I don't know. It's pretty nasty. So the heroes, we got a double golem situation. So our heroes are already pretty respectable, and they're going to be able to stay alive and sustain through this attack. Another huge base design flaw, and the reason why you want to loon this is, as you see here, the loons are going down, the lavas are going down, and everything's firing into the lava hounds. So the wizards, all that splash, it's getting handled. The archer towers, it's getting handled. So we actually end up taking a lot of damage here on the southeastern side, so there's really not much of a lava hound by the time it reaches the top end. and we're tapped out of spells. So if this base was designed a little bit different, we could have more problems here, like having a sweeper on the north western side. It'd be having a huge problem. This base probably wouldn't be 3-starred, or maybe put 2 black mines on the northeastern side for each air defense. That would have blown up the lava hounds. It would have changed the outcome of this attack. How about Expos pointed up? Yes, it would have changed the outcome of this attack. But a lot of things can change the outcome of an attack. And this base actually came up in our latest war. I'm going to show you that style, and it's going to be literally this. So if you're looking at the wall design like this, the spacing, there's 2 things to watch out for. One, you probably want to bring an extra wall breaker, extra set. So if 2 gets you on it, you probably want to bring 4. If 3 gets you on it, normally you probably want to bring 6, just to get this base open. And then don't mess around, like bring maybe some haste or whatever, just so you can get around. You want to just knock this base out as efficiently as possible. You got to sweep along that back end. You got to really put it down. Beto here, 3 stars. And I'll show you the most recent one. This is from EX10. This is War 112, and I'll show you that base. But this year it was an okay army. It was okay clan. They had a lot of 2-star kind of players, but they also had a couple 3-star players under their wing. And one of them, he moved a guy on over just to check us out and hang out with us. So that's awesome. Welcome to the team. I want to show you that base. We threw 3 attacks at it, and we didn't put any stars on it. I'm going to show you it just to show you it. Boom, look at this. It's a copy. Quit using internet bases. This base is the same as the previous one, except the guy moved a sweeper in. It's right in this area. So your giant bombs are right here in these areas, and they're really nasty and really effective. You still want to loon this base. You just want to come in from like the northwestern side. Our best attack here from T-Bone, he had a wall breaker fail. What'd I just tell you? Bring some extra wall breakers for this kind of base, because this base, I don't know, it throws your wall breakers off. Just the way how like the buildings are spaced. I don't know. I can't explain it. But if the wall breakers didn't fail, T-Bone would have had this base on a 3-star. Oh, let's not check the replay. Let's actually go to a really good Lawlin attack. There's some really good ones here. Jeffrey BT is our town 9.5. He's attacking Slister. I think it's called Sister. Check this base out. Really good town hall 9. Completely maxed, except for he only has a level 28. Only has a level 28 Archer Queen. You know, the only thing that can be improved on this kind of base is going from 28 to 30. And that base is completely maxed. Anti-3 design. Bases like this, I gotta stare at them for a while because I have no idea how to hit these bases. He attacks it pointing into the air sweeper with a Law Loon and Arch Queen walk, and there's some really good concepts here to take away from this base. We're going to come in from the north. I'm going to put on double speed just so we can see her kind of get in. Cuts are going down. Level 20 Archer Queen, level 17 Barbarian King, and we're going to make it work. She's going to carve out this compartment, getting just a wizard tower, some ground defenses. A Tesla pops up, but it's taken care of. A little surprise, but because we have a level 20 Archer Queen, we can quickly take down the point defense that we need and then recover. That's what's really good. That's why you need a respectable Queen Archer Queen walk. Alright, I really like this part attack. I'm going to pause. The wall breakers, since we've cleaned out that compartment, are actually going for this area here. This is their break point, because what we have here is a great understanding of mechanics. Wall breakers only open a compartment if there's like buildings in it. So since the Archer Queen has already done her walk, none of these compartments are eligible or like a good idea for the wall breakers. So because he put them down there on like the western edge, they're going to run that length of the wall and open that compartment. That's his target point, and he's going to get in there. He's going to get in there without using a jump or anything fancy. So even though this base, he's a town 9.5, so he has the extra spell, this base could have been done with even less spells. He's going to overkill his base. I mean, you could theoretically just jump here and not even have to bring the breakers, but he already he already did all the measurements. He found out the Expo wasn't going to gun him down in time. He already had it figured out. Just brings one golem. Double drop on wizards so we get cuts to force him on in. Barbarian King. Moving on in. Old school clan castle. Here's your poison. Boom, that clan castle's done. We only got level two poison here, so they still got to get kind of like punched down by the Barbarian King. But the Archer Queen is going to get taken care of, and as soon as she's done, we're on the looning phase. And he's going to loon in from a counterclockwise method. We got 4 loons going down on the bottom left. I thought that was a mistake on the taps, but it really works out because that Tesla pop-up, he did a quick reaction there. Tesla pop-up with that purple wizard tower is just going to be taken care of. That way he ensures that that is not going to be passed back to later on the attack. I really like something that's happening here is that we still have the golem up, so he's tanking one of the expos, and the Archer Queen, she's doing her thing in the middle, but she's going to play a big part here toward the end because now we're out of spells. The loons in the core got kind of beat up, and they keep getting pushed by this stupid air sweeper. They just piss me off every time I law loon. But the Archer Queen, because she's still alive because the healers never died, she's actually going to finish off this base because the wizards and the pups on the outside, they're going to actually knock everything out. So a lot of our damage is actually coming from the Archer Queen right now. And this base is beat because with that Lava Hound up and the rest of those loons, there's no way you can defeat the defense-seeking units. This is a really well thought out, really well played attack from Jeffrey PT. Well done. Maxed Town Hall 9. I thought one of our new guys here, we have we attack Sean with our Sean, so we have some nice Sean on Sean action. This is another Laloon. Yeah, just looking at this base, there's different ways to hit it, but if you look at the air defenses and how they're aligned, there's like kind of one off to the north end with some sort of some nasty, like if you try to attack from the bottom side of this base, you can probably take out like multiple air defenses, but he chose to attack it from the top end because let's look at what's up there. Look at what you might have to find at the end of your looting phase. You got like 2 wizard towers, you got 2 archer towers, and you got an air sweeper, and there's probably how can your loons get on over there? I mean, you can kind of like drop them in, but how is this attack gonna work? I like his strategy. He's like, hey, I'm just gonna bring 1 golem, quad lava hounds, just bring 1 golem, and bring 15 loons, and just make sure it happens. This is a big design flaw of these anti 2-star bases. Is an easy lure. It's only cost him 5 camp space to do this. So he cooks the clan castle, and they're gone. They don't even make it out the gate. Comes in through the top. We have a golem. Got some wizzies for cuts, and he just brings a jump. We're not even gonna break this. Just jump it on in, and our heroes have nowhere to go but like straight in this base, and they're gonna pick up all those like anti-loon sort of deals. They're gonna knock out those archer towers, and boom, sweepers going down. He's gonna pick up both of those wizard towers, and he's gonna get that Archer Queen. So as soon as she goes down, we're on the looning phase. Here come the lava hounds. Archer Queen, decent level, doing work. And here's something I really like. He brought 4 haste. So a lot of people are stuck in their ways on rage because it's a wider ring. But level 2 haste is awesome because you can bring literally twice as much. So he's just laying down a path of haste. He did bring 1 rage for the left side. I'm not sure what the strategy was there, but the difference between level 1 haste and an actual rage, maxed out rage, is balloons mostly overkill their defenses, but if you just put haste on them, I mean they run through a base as if they're like hogs, high powered hogs, and he's wrecking this base so hard that he kills all the defenses, but he was still dropping loons. So now we got 2 loons on the west end, and he was like, I don't know, I guess I just got extras. Pups are all over the place because everything was so efficiently killed, and we still have another haste spell in the bag. In one of our quad lava hounds, one of them didn't even pop. I mean, this base was wrecked so hard, and part of that was, well, he had a really good strategy on how to lay down his loons. But level 2 haste, man, it's amazing. It lasts 15 seconds versus 10 seconds compared to level 1, and it actually moves your units faster than the actual rage spell. So all he did was he just had to lay down a line. He didn't even use it. He didn't even use it. He brought 4, used 3. Crazy. You pretty much loon most bases of Talon 9. It's really hard to make an anti-3. You know, I would look at that base and be like, oh yeah, it's kind of anti-Lowland. I really like this attack from Jakina Gar. You know, looking at this base, really dangerous. We got kind of like an anti-dragon design. Everything's all spread out. You know, where are my dragons going to path to? Where are the double giant bombs? I don't know. We can't hog it. We can't loon it. Jakina Gar, he comes up with the solution. And I really like this one. I'm going to put it on 4 speed here. We're going to have to get that lure, so he's going to send in a giant. Brings it out. Old school CC, but we only got level 1 poison. It's not enough to get the job done. We're going to cook that CC. And then we're going to put up a nice 2-1-2 lure up top. Alright, get that Valk down, get that Valk down. Surgical goblins, guys. You heard it here first. This is surgical goblin strategy. We got to get those resources down, man. Got to get those storages down. They're absorbing all these attacks. We're going to throw in a couple hogs here to force down those Teslas. And that nasty cannon there, you know, it's real dangerous. You can shoot your eye out. So now the resource phase is over, but now we're on phase 2, guys. We got like a boss mob in the middle. It's this like giant 25-foot tall barbarian king, and he's just whooping down hogs. But that's alright, man. We got enough goblins on the board. And look at these goblins are just biting his ankles down, and he goes down. Alright, now we're on cleanup. Here you go, guys. Surgical goblins. You saw it here first. 3-star strategy. Amazing. Jakina Gar, just inventing new strategies. Well done, man. Way to show it. Alright, guys, this is Dan from Valar Morghulis. Sign off.